Imagine waking up one day and realizing you have spent years chasing wrong things, trying to be successful, liked, comfortable, but still feel empty inside. Most people spend decades figuring out what really matters in life. Some never do. But you don't have to wait that long. In this video I will share with you lessons that completely change the way how I see my life, work and myself. Lessons that cost me years and everything I once had. If you skip this, you might spend years learning them the hard way. So if you have been feeling stuck, lost or just searching for direction, this might change the how you see whole picture. So let's dive in. And the first on my list is mindset. Your mind is the lens through which you see everything. If you believe that world happens to you, you stay stuck. But if you believe you make things happen, you start acting. I talked about this deeply in my video on locus of control. You can find it by the link. The idea is that your results depend on what you believe, and this is truly in your hands. Physiologists at Columbia University ran a study with school kids. They gave all of them the same puzzle, and then prized one group for being smart and other one for trying hard. Then the puzzle got harder and the smart kids give up faster, but effort kids keep going. Why? Because they believe their action could actually change outcome, and that's an internal locus of control, and that belief alone can shape your entire future. But here is the key. Belief means nothing if you do not act. Faith without movement is just fantasy. Here is my favorite formula. Success equals repetitions multiplied by luck. And both of those grow only when you do the work, not when you overthink about it. Second, I'm sorry to say that, but no one is coming to save you. Not the government, not your boss, not your parents. If you really want change, it is all on you. That might sound harsh, but once you truly understand this is one of the most freeing feelings in the world. Because the moment you stop waiting for luck or the right person around you, you finally start moving. You stop hoping and start building. And yes, it is scary at first. It is like standing alone against the whole world. But then something shifts. It is like you're grown your own wings. And that's the power, because now you are not dependent on chance. You are dependent on effort. And then you combine it with the first principle, mindset. It's explosive. Belief plus full responsibility plus action equals momentum. You stop reacting to life and start creating it. Lesson number 3. Discipline beats motivation. Motivation is temporary. Some days it's there, some days it's gone. If you rely only on motivation, you will move forward only when you feel like it. But discipline, that's different. Discipline is that keeps you consistent even when everything inside you says, not today. This is a skill that makes you unstoppable. You have to understand, life won't always feel great. Some days you wake up ready to conquer the world, but other days you feel heavy, tired and disconnected. And if you only act on the good days, even in the best case, that's just 1/3 of your life. The real growth starts when you act every day, no matter what. Good days, bad days, doesn't matter. Because consistency builds identity. And when you do what needs to be done even without mood, that's real strength. That's self-respect. I want you to remember this. Act no matter what. You don't wait for discipline. You build it. Studies from Duke University shows that more than 30% of your daily actions are habits, not emotions. So stop waiting to feel ready and create routines so strong that even your bad days move you forward. If you want real tools to build your discipline, not motivational quote, but real system that really work, type free in the comment and I will send you access to my free email course. It will help you stop waiting for the right moment and start acting every single day. Lesson number 4. Small daily improvements leads to massive results. Big results never come from one big action. They come from hundreds of small, boring, but consistent steps done every single day. There is a simple rule I try to live by. Get 1% better every single day. That sounds small, but if you do that for a year, mathematically, you will become 37 times better than you were. That's not magic, that's compound growth. The same law that makes interest build in a bank account, but compare to your own life. One of my favorite real-world examples is from Dave Brailsford, the coach of British cycling. He introduced the idea of marginal gains, finding just 1% improvement in every tiny detail. The bike seat, the tires, even the pillow the athletes sleep on. Within just few years, that team went from average to dominating in Olympics and Tour de France. And that's not just theory, this is math. You just can't fail if you keep improving even slightly, because small wins build momentum. Momentum builds confidence, and confidence builds mastery. So stop chasing perfect, focus on getting better. Just 1% today and watch how fast your life compounds. Lesson number 5. Failure is a part of success. Failure, it is not opposite of success. This is part of progress. This is the price you pay for growth. Every time you fall, you learn something that no book, no course can ever teach you. Failure refines you, it redirects you, it forces you to evolve. I've lost businesses, I've lost money, I've lost people I trusted, but I never lost myself because I never stopped showing up. And that's the difference between people who make it and people who quit. Winners are not the ones who never fail, they're the ones who get up every time they fall. Psychologists Richard Tedeschi and Lawrence Calhoun call this post-traumatic growth. Their study shows that people who go through adversity often develop greater strength, focus, and appreciation for life afterward. In other words, you don't just bounce back from failure, you bounce forward. So don't avoid it, use it. Let it shape you, sharpen you, and prepare you for the next level. Lesson number 6. Your habits shape your future. I love that sentence. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. That's from James Clear. Goals give you direction, but systems, your daily habits, are what actually move you forward. Habits turn discipline in autopilot. They build momentum when willpower runs out, and they keep you consistent when motivation disappears. But let's be real, it is not the big decisions that shape your future, it is the small ones that you repeat every day. What you eat, what you read, what you focus on. These tiny patterns quietly stack, and one day they become your life. For me it's simple. Morning walk with dogs, meditation, deep work, repeat. This is not punishment, this is peace. Because when you build strong habits, your life starts to move automatically in the right direction. Lesson number 7. The people around you affect your success. Your nearest cycle, it is your mirror. If everyone around you complains, sooner or later you will speak their language. But if they build, grow, create, you will start doing the same. We humans are social creatures. We naturally adapt to mindset, energy, and standards of people around us. That is why your environment is more stronger than willpower. You don't need to cut everyone off. You just need to spend more time with people who rise your standards, not lower them. People who challenge you, not drain you. Because if your cycle is not inspiring you, it is limiting you. There is a study of Nicholas Christakis and James Fallow in 2009. They found that emotions, habits, and even success levels are contagious within your social networks. So surround yourself with people who make grow your new normal. Lesson number 8. Health is the foundation of everything. Without physical and mental health, nothing else matters. You can have goals, money, ambitions, but if your body collapses, everything else stops. You can't focus, you can't create, you can't dream. That is why I treat my body like the engine of everything I do. I train, I move, I recover, not for looks, for energy, for clarity, for longevity. There is saying I love. When you are healthy, you can have 99 problems. But when you're sick, you only have one. That is why taking care of yourself is your biggest responsibility. For your work, for your goals, for people who depend on you. Here is a little science. Exercise increases BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factor, a molecule that increases focus, memory, and emotional stability. It literally makes your brain stronger. Movement, it is not just for your body, it is for your mind too. You will find more info about that in my previous video. Check it by the link. Lesson number 9. Money is a tool, not a goal. Money brings you freedom, but not fulfillment. You can have all the numbers in the world in your bank account and still feel empty, Because money itself doesn't give you meaning, purpose does. Doing something that matters, something that creates value, that is where real energy comes from. I've made money, I've lost money, but the only moments I felt truly alive when I created value for others. Money is a side effect of value, not the other way around. Chase money and you will always feel like it is not enough. Chase real purpose, mastery and impact, and money will follow naturally. Because real wealth is being able to wake up every morning and know you're building something meaningful on your own terms. And the last but most important lesson from that video: start now. There is no perfect time. The biggest lie your brain ever tells you: I will start when I am ready. You won't. You will never feel fully ready. You will always find another excuse, better moment, new plan, a reason to wait. Because that perfect moment does not exist. Start messy, start small, start scared, but start now. Because clarity comes from action, not from thinking. You will figure out things by doing, not by waiting. Psychologist Peter Goldwasser in 1999 showed that people who wait for the right moment take action 60% less often than those who take actions immediately, even if their first steps are not perfect. In other words, movement beats planning. If you're already thinking about change, your time has come. Not next week, not next year, now. Because the hardest step is not the first one. This is the one you never take. You don't need 38 years to figure this out. You just need one decision to stop waiting. Pick one of those lessons, not all of them, just one. Apply it today and don't stop. Because small steps done daily, they don't just push you forward, they rewire your entire life. If this hits you, share that video with someone who needs it. Push the like button and subscribe. See you in the next one.